Right.
Well, guess what?
And that's what I think when
We
I
have
look
a
at these
phrase for
13-year-old
this
kids.
that for some reason it's called tough love.
Yes.
We all know what that is. Everyone has heard the term tough love and they've seen it in action, and it's real. There really is such a thing as tough love. If you have a child and you have to discipline your child, you understand tough love. So I don't understand why that's confusing. I don't understand why like something that hurts someone's feelings is inherently mean or wrong or rude. It's not. He's doing that person a great justice by giving him that tough love. He may even save his life. These people are remarkably unhealthy. You know what I mean? He could have, that tough love could save that man's life, change his entire direction in this world, and give him true happiness and peace and joy, help him and his family. I mean, like, tough love is good. We need tough love, bro.
And how about this, man?
That needs to be out
If
there.
my daughter came to me right now and said, Dad, I feel like a boy. I want to be a boy. I want to get the surgery. I want to do the pills. I want to do... The first thing I would tell her, and you know what? I wouldn't immediately go, she's hurting. We have to do this. We have to cut her boobs off. We have to do this. I would say, wait. I would try to go about it as rational as I can, because I know it'd be a touchy subject. But you would go about it as rational as you can, and that's how you have to deal with everything. And it may not sound nice at the time, but in the end, if more people are benefiting, if we're not backing up craziness and just letting everything that's
incentivizing,
even,
it's incentivized. You get a round of applause and a pat on the back for doing this crazy shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they literally,
not cool.
It's insane. These doctors that have these clinics that are butchering kids, they're looked at like heroes in that community, dude. It's so backwards. Yeah,
it's very upsetting.
Yeah, these people should, dude, for real.
It's upsetting.
They took an oath. They should be in jail.
Yeah,
it's not
do no harm.
Yeah, dude, that's scary.
Also, it's like, if you're a kid and you know what I mean, you don't exactly know how you feel, and the ideas put into their heads these days, this transgender thing, that didn't used to be an option, like when my generation, all the way back through the dawn of time. So kids wouldn't even think that that's what was wrong with them. What it really is that living is hard. Everyone has anxiety and pain and depression, and everyone's a little bit confused throughout their life. You learn as you go. There's times in your life where you feel fucked up and you're not sure why. You can't put your finger on it. This is all normal. But when you're in these states of pain, especially as a kid, and you don't have a lot of experience in the world, and they're telling you that that's a possibility as to why you feel that way, you're going to project that onto that as a solution, not understanding that you're just having normal feelings that everyone fucking has.
Yes.
And sometimes we just feel a little off, and sometimes you don't feel like yourself, and maybe you're going through something. Maybe there's a subconscious issue that you're not dealing with, and maybe that's the actual source of your pain. So you shouldn't rush to judgment and make that call. Like you're saying, take some time, be damn sure that that's what it is. You better be thorough, because if you're wrong, the mistake is catastrophic. It could destroy you. The suicide rate is exponentially higher from the people that make that mistake than those that don't. So learn how to understand what life is and what your emotional states are and where it's actually coming from before you just assign to it that it's this, and then dive head first because they're cheering and applauding and saying, yeah, do that. Don't listen to them. Listen to you. Listen to you.
Yeah. Tell me why it's regional too. Why is there more trans kids in New York and California than anywhere else in the country? Why? Because the parents are like,
promoted and incentivized.
Do you feel like a girl? Do you feel like a boy?
The kid was like, I wasn't even thinking about that shit until you said it.
The kid's like, I just want to play in the dirt. I just want to swing.
Maybe that's why I feel socially weird. Maybe that's why I don't feel accepted. And no, it's just you're a kid and you're trying to figure shit out. You haven't developed a sense of humor yet. You don't have social skills. You remember when you're like a teenager, when you're like 12, 13 or whatever, just being like noticed by adults or by other people in the room, you'd be like, you feel weird and fucking strange. You didn't like any attention. You didn't know how to handle it. Well, so this is normal. You're supposed to feel out of place growing up. It's a coming of age thing.
Kids are naturally not comfortable in their own skin.
And guess what?
That's the everybody
I'm 37
club.
and I have a shit ton of confidence and I feel mentally strong, but I still go through all that shit. I still have doubts. And I still have issues. I still have anxieties. I still have days where I'm not feeling myself. I still feel off. I still get sad. I still get depressed, but I'm a fucking man and I can deal with it because I know what it is. It's just life. Yeah. It's life. We all go through shit.
If you're a human being, dude, chances are that your insecurities eat you alive, but it's okay because the whole point was, work through it. You'll be okay. You hold on. You do the best you can.
Yeah.
That was always
you learn how to deal with these feelings and these issues.
Yeah.
But there's this false idea that there's people that walk this earth that don't have any of those feelings. That's not true. One of my favorite things ever is, I forgot what the interview was, but they were interviewing Muhammad Ali, the most courageous guy that's ever walked the face of the earth. And they were like, "Do you ever get nervous?" He's like, "I was nervous in every single fight I was ever
Of
in."
course.
But you look at him, you can't see it. You know what I mean? That's a brave motherfucker. That's
Laughing
a bad
and
dude.
dancing and talking.
So that's what becoming an adult is learning how to harness your power in your mind and go through those things and deal with them and manage them and just do it anyways. Keep moving forward, even though you feel that way. There's going to be days where you feel like you're the shit and you're firing on all cylinders and you're in that flow state and everything's just easy and you got the right thing to say. Pow, pow, pow. People are laughing. You're getting high fives. And there's going to be days where you're awkward and you're fumbling around and you put your foot in your mouth and you say the wrong thing. You get made fun of. A little bit of shame comes your way and you're going to feel weird for that week.
Yeah.
That's just what life is, man. We don't all bat 1,000.
But what you don't do is go get some outrageous
Don't tell
surgery.
them that might be what it is.
Yeah.
You know? Here's the thing too, is that like you would, if that was a natural thing to feel, like you would come to that conclusion without being told that that's out there. You would know that. Be like, hey, I think that I feel weird, and this is why I feel, and this is how I feel. What were you calling it? Body dysmorphia?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's how it was. Okay, so trans people were classified all the way up until like 2010. It was considered body dysmorphia. You would go to a therapist, and you would say, "Listen, I feel like I'm a woman," and they would say, "Okay." There, you know what? There's a thing. Just like when people think that this isn't my arm, this isn't my leg.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's some type
same
of
thing.
like a phantom, a pain, or
you're like,
or,
it super is your leg.
Oh, stranger dysmorphia, where you're like, this isn't my body, this isn't me. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. There's a thing, and you know what? Honestly, if you're old enough where you're like, well, you know what? I don't give a shit what dysmorphia it is. I'm gonna live the life that I feel that it's inside my head. As long as you're old enough to make that decision. But when you start telling children that they need to start young and start putting them
and
on
they have
estrogen,
no coping skills
nothing.
yet. They don't have any. They don't understand feelings or any coping mechanisms at all. They don't know which way is up yet. They don't know why they feel how they feel in any capacity. I remember being confused when I started liking girls.
Yeah, dude,
that's completely normal. I was like, what the fuck?
Puberty's hard enough. To send some boy or some girl on testosterone or estrogen when they're that
You're already
young,
flooded with biochemicals just to the brim.
Just to make their lines all haywired and crisscrossed and
your
stuff like that.
voice
Now
is
they don't
cracking.
know. Yeah,
your face is changing. You don't even recognize yourself from day to day. You look different. I remember
You're growing
struggling.
tits and a goatee
Dude,
at
I
the
remember
same time.
struggling.
That's
like
insane.
I'd be brushing my teeth and be like, I'm a whole different person. I remember like just getting taller. I got a sense of balance and I had like really good control over my body. And I would have a growth spurt go like 2 or 3 inches, and my balance would be all fucked up, and it would make me feel awkward and insecure inside because I'm like a lumbering fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
If you told me that was because maybe I should be a girl, I may have considered it because I wouldn't have known better. I wouldn't have known what really was going on inside of me. It's just normal growing pains.
I think
Turns out,
I was about to say growing pains. I have growing pains. You're a girl.
Nancy boy.
Nancy, huh? What are you doing, Sally? Huh? The legs hurt? That is crazy, bro. Dude,
think about that shit.
And you know what's so funny? As tongue-in-cheek as that is, that's kind of how it goes.
It's exactly what it is.
Sick,
dude. Think about that.
Honestly, I think that's more abuse than a person who like whacks their kid on the ass and says, "Don't do that." That's so
helping them. That's
exactly.
tough love yet again.
Oh,
I'm not saying to get brass knuckles and fucking
don't
knock their
pummel
teeth out.
them, but a slap on the ass to send them in the right
attention
direction
getter?
is so much
getter?
so much fucking better than telling them, yeah, you know what? If that's how you feel, we're gonna start you on some pills tomorrow. We're gonna slap
not
these in you.
ivermectin.
But not ivermectin. No, nay,
Nay.
Yeah, no way, dude. No way. That's insane.
So yeah, just some interesting things to think about.